Good morning, everyone. We are coming to you live via Facebook streaming, via YouTube streaming, and also via Skype online. Each one of you is welcome to this morning's live streaming. Live each moment totally. Living each moment totally is the only prayer. When you are living each moment totally, this becomes your prayer. It means you are living a religious life, a holy life, and when I say living totally leads to a holy life, this is not the traditional meaning to it. The word holy is considered traditionally in a different way. Traditionally, being holy means egoistic. You are a temple goer, you are ritualistic. It is a new kind of egoism. People go on bragging about their money, birth, blood, nobility, aristocracy, and political power. On the contrary, on the other hand, there are people who brag about their virtues. They do so many good things. Prayers, fasts, austerities, that every week they fast. There are so many days when Hindus fast. Bragging makes no difference. Bragging makes no difference. Whether you are bragging for your money or you are bragging about your prayers, your fasts, your virtues, that you do so many charities. It happened in 6th century AD. The king of the Wu dynasty invited a Buddhist monk, a master, Bodhidharma. So a great master is coming from India. The king came out with his retinue, with his palace staff, the elite of the society, and all of them came to receive the great master. And when they encountered Bodhidharma on the border, they were embarrassed just by the look of him. Bodhidharma had one slipper in his foot and next on his head. Normally, you expect a man to be well dressed, well mannered, but that has nothing to do with Bodhidharma. So king asked him, he has been doing so much charities, many monasteries, schools are open, and all of these services are being provided free. And behind that there was a motive. What all these will do? Will I get a heaven? Bodhidharma said, you will not get even place in 7th hell. You will not get the place even in the 7th hell. This embarrassed the king further. He said, this is how I am. If you want me, I will be there. Otherwise, I will go to the mountain and wait for the one for whom I have come here. Each time the master comes, he comes for a specific people. The masses come out of them. He chooses the one to whom he has to pass on the tariqat, the fold, before leaving. Bragging makes no difference. Ego is ego. By what it is nourished is of no consequence. Ego can be supported by anything: the money, the prestige, the aristocracy, or the virtues. I use the word holy in the sense of wholeness, in the sense of being total. To be whole is to be holy. If you are whole, totally into something, you are holy. If you are totally into something, to be whole is to be holy. And whatsoever and whenever you are whole, the ego disappears. It exists only when you are fragmentary, only when you are divided, only when you are split. The more you are divided, it will be better for ego to rule you. Ego rules you by dividing you. First, it divides you into good and bad, right and wrong, virtue and sin, and then it rules you. Once you are integrated and crystallized, the ego evaporates like the dewdrops in the early morning sun. The dewdrops disappear in the early morning sun. Living a holy life means each moment you are total, whether you are whatsoever you are doing. There are ample examples. One day, a man came to Raman and he was asking, what is the way of worship? Raman said, go in, go within. And the man keep on pestering him, asking him the same question again and again. And Raman keep on telling him, go within. When it was too much, Raman took his stick and angrily, he was totally angry, and his anger was total. He chased the man out of the compound. The man, when he saw Raman walking towards him with the stick, he got frightened. He ran away. And when Raman returned, he was smiling. There was no intention. There was something to bring him to the senses. When I am saying go within, ask how to go within. Living totally means living each moment totally without holding anything back. If you are dancing, then become the dance. In a state of total, the dancer disappears, the dance remains. The doer disappears, doing remains. There are three things: the subject, the object, and that which happens between the subject and object. This is how in English a sentence is formed. A dancer is dancing. Dancer is the subject. Dance is the object. Dancing is the verb. That is what is happening between the two. In the beginning, it is an effort. Just as your vehicle, when you start it, there is an effort. When it gets into motion, it begins to move automatically. Auto gear. The pilot is flying the plane. It is an effort. He has to be there while the plane is taking off or landing. When it has reached the required altitude, he sets the autopilot and the plane moves. So this is what happens when the subject and the object have disappeared. There simply remains the doing, and this is what totally means. If you are dancing, then become the dance. And that is the moment of holiness. If you are singing, become the song. Let the singer disappear. If you are concerned with the clapping of the people, we see the many shows, the poet, the dancer, the poet specifically, demands clapping of the people. Says that if you like my recitation, do not forget to keep your hands folded, clap them. Your claps must reach up to me. This is an outcome of ego. Whatsoever you are doing, do it with such joy, such totality, such involvement, commitment, that you are no more separate from it. And soon you will see this continuous experience of being totally involved integrates all your fragments into one. All your fragments into oneness. It molds you into an individual, into something invisible, indeed, that is being holy. Do whatsoever you are doing, be totally into it. And that is the essence of religiousness. It has nothing to do with being a Christian or a Hindu or a Muslim. However, this absolutely has something to do with the ultimate, because when you are total, you become available to the whole, to the existence. When you are total, you are silent. All those fighting fragments are no more there. No noise, no discordance is there. There is great stillness, and in that stillness God descends. There is a stillness, and in that stillness God descends. God is whole, and unless you are whole in your own small way, you cannot know anything about God. Scriptures cannot tell you anything about God. This is the essence of omnipresence. And one thing is beautiful about being whole. Even if you are whole in your small way, the bigger whole and the smaller whole are not really different one from one another. They are not different. There is no qualitative difference. It is like a small circle and a bigger circle. Both are circles, and both have been drawn around one center. Both are perfect circles. Quantitatively there may be difference, but qualitatively there isn't. And that is the beauty of being whole. You will be a small circle and God will be the infinite circle. Indeed, that makes no difference. The moment you are a circle, entire one, you know the quality of being God. You become divine. You become divine. So God is whole, and you have to be whole totally in your own way. Only then you can know about God, not before. This is the essence of omnipresence. One thing is beautiful about the whole. Even if you are whole in your small way, the bigger whole and the smaller whole are not really different from one another. There is no qualitative difference. Like a small circle and a big circle. Both are circles, perfect circles, and drawn against one center. That is the beauty of being whole. Be totally into whatsoever you are doing. You will be holy, and this holiness becomes your prayer. Only this much for this morning. Until tomorrow, take care. Do have a pleasant day.